that summer jam, skate shoes and that marching band.
First heartbreak, first slow dance. Now I'm just trying to make sense of plans.
Ooh, take me back to the roof.
Well, we'll see if somebody comes in. Hi, welcome to Hemp and Healing Grassroots. I'm your host, Stacey McCaskill. I could probably pull these out, I guess. We'll see if we get any guests, and then I'll figure it out. We'll make sure that's working. I probably just hit the button or something when you're setting that up. Welcome to our weekly podcast. This week, Leon is going to be our guest, and Leon is the one that produces this. So
I'm not very used to looking at the camera.
Right, I know. So I don't know. You can look at the screen. You can look at me occasionally.
I'm gonna be staring here the whole time and be like, "Wait."
We're still trying to figure out like, should we talk to each other, or should we look at the camera, or should we look at the camera every once in a while and then talk to each other? And then behind the camera, this is feedback we got too, is like we're having a slight delayed version on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like looking kind of up and over the camera. So it's crazy. It's all over the place. I don't know. We're not Jimmy Kimmel. We don't have a $5 million staff. Yeah.
This is just funny because I do this whole setup over there.
Right.
So
over there at your desk. So we changed everything around. And then the other thing we just want to invite people and let them know is that we do this live every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. at the Healing Center. And if you would like to come and hang out here and join us, we've got room in here for probably another 3 people to kind of sit in our little studio here, our little office. And if more people come, we thought we could always move it to the lounge area. I mean, it's a very mobile setup. We can pretty much go anywhere. Or we can have people sit out in the room and like watch it on TV, whatever. So
that's the dream.
That's the dream. So we're just hoping, my mom watches it and,
right.
like
It's
your
nice.
mom.
You start up and
Noe's mom, like everybody's moms. That's basically all we're getting right now. That's our number. So happy Mother's Day to all of the moms. Thank you so much for supporting us in our exciting ventures that we're working on. So tell us about Leon.
yeah. I mean,
why are you here? Like, how did you get to
I'm always
Hemp
here.
Farms and what do you do and all of that?
Well, now I am running the boba shop.
Yeah.
And most of the marketing and social media. So when we have an event, I've probably organized it. And that's what I'm doing now. But what's wild to me is it has been like 3 years since we met.
Mm.
Like, because we started up, I was pretty familiar with somebody else that was working for you at the time.
Yeah.
So I was just in the shop all the time. And then I helped out with the harvest one year as like a volunteer, and it just kind of took off. I did markets for a little while, and then and I called you one day and was like, hey, like I got all this free time now. So that's how I ended up here this past September, and it's just kind of been like this big evolving process the entire time. That's kind of what I love about it.
Well, I was so excited that you called me and said, hey, I got a little extra time, because I know that you were a barista at Starbucks.
I was.
And our previous employee, the person that helped me like get the boba shop up and running and apply for the health permit and do all that jazz, was Alexa.
Yeah.
Good friends are yours as well. You worked. Did you guys work together at Starbucks ever, or you just worked at two different stores? I knew her,
but we were at different locations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Alexa is freaking amazing. Thank you, Alexa.
Yeah.
And just kind of showed me the kind of training that Starbucks people have.
It's intensive. It is.
And just the training and the ability to handle like a very stressful work situation.
It's a lot being thrown at you. I did that for 3 years, just about, and it's a constant flow. Like it's
Right.
nonstop all of the time. And that's just as a barista. So I was really excited to be here and start managing the boba shop, because that's what I was trying to do, like at Starbucks, as I was working my way up.
Mhm.
And all of that was like all this extensive training and stuff like that. And then being able to apply that was like this opportunity that it just worked out so well for
Yeah.
the both of us. I felt
For
like,
win-win, for sure.
Yeah.
Because
and I felt like the timing was just about perfect.
yeah, because I needed you. I needed someone that was, you know, trained in those systems. I actually do have a lot of kitchen experience when I was your age. When I was going to college, I worked at a restaurant called Tom and Jerry's. It was owned by Tom and Jerry, a couple, and Jerry's a female. And that's where I learned to make homemade pies. We did fried chicken. We did like your biscuits and gravy,
Yeah.
that whole thing. But I'm telling you, that was in 1984, 85, something like that. And just the health code, I think, has gotten so much more serious
Yes,
since that
it's
time.
very like extensive now, because
Yeah.
I mean, mistakes were made in the past.
Mhm.
And like that's kind of the thing about the world, is there's constantly like new things being learned. There's always research being done, studies being done, like, so these new rules come out all the time.
Yeah.
And somebody regulates them. So
Right. And it's a different, like, I'm a certified kitchen manager. Everybody at Hempstock Farms has gone through the certified
Yes.
kitchen manager thing. But there's a big difference between just taking that 1-day course and having experience working in a well-run kitchen with tight SOPs and all that kind of thing. So thank you. And that expertise that you brought from Starbucks over to the Hempstock Boba has made us super professional. And we just had a kind of our big surprise inspection and passed everything with flying colors.
Yeah.
So
I
amazing.
mean, even then, like, we have such a small space, but there's so many things that you can do wrong that a lot of the time aren't things people even like consider. But he like came in here and there was no issue. It was like, even I was surprised.
Yeah.
Like, human error is a perfectly natural thing, and that's why they do those kind of inspections.
And we have like 1,000 ingredients. If
So
anybody's
many,
seen our
and right.
boba menu, we have 1,000 ingredients. Everything's super fresh. So everything has to be dated and logged and cataloged and documented. And it's
There's like temperature control and
Oh my
all
gosh,
these
it's
different
insane.
things that go into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we legit. I'm really proud of us for that. And
I'm
it's
proud of
mainly
us
due
too,
to you.
though.
And thank you for, I mean, we've got great people like Avery
Yes.
that you guys haven't met yet on this podcast, but soon to come. But yeah, thank you so much. Why Hempstock though? Like, I know you had a friend that worked, but it had to be something more that drew you back to the industry in general, and then maybe Hempstock specific.
Yeah. I've always kind of just preferred that like small community, like family kind of feel. And there's not a lot of that left in the world, I feel like. So that stood out to me. Like, my first job was a small business, and then I went and I spent like 4 years in a busy corporate environment. And when I was ready for that change again, I knew right away that I needed to go back to that like smaller family feel, because obviously, like, there's things that I know and things that I've like got experience in, and there's a level of trust that comes with it.
Okay.
So that's something that I felt like I got from you right away.
Yeah.
And Hempstock especially was that trust. There's no like, oh, well, like, you're young, like, you can't possibly know all these things, because the coursework, like, the amount of time that is put into learning these things doesn't really matter. And that's where I got that from Hemp for sure.
Cool. Yay. Yay. I love that.
That's
awesome.
something like I know I've told you before, but like you putting that trust in me to run the shop means a lot. Because
Cool.
this is my first time being in a management position, but it's not my like first time being in the kind of environment experience. It's just the first time that someone's been willing to say, hey, I see you have this experience.
Yeah.
Let me give you the chance to apply it.
Yeah. And I think you have the temperament. Like, I think you're like super chill. Like you don't let anybody like ruffle your feathers. Like you seem to like just take stuff when it happens. Very methodical, just kind of approach stuff. And then, you know, like you're much better than me at like the listening part, you know, listening to people and being patient. That's kind of one of my weaknesses. And I like to hire people that have strengths where I have weaknesses. Kind of like being patient enough to like hear somebody's whole story, you know, like people will tell me 3 things. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I know what you did and I'll do this. Right. but you, so anyways, I think you're like, the way you interact with coworkers and the people that you manage, I think is exceptional. So keep learning and growing and doing. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's something that I think so far has been like one of my favorite parts, has been leading a team. Even if it's not a team of like 15 people, like there's still a lot that goes into managing 2 or 3 people at once. Like the scheduling, the flexibility, understanding, like we all work together. And that's something that matters too. Is I feel like something I took away from Starbucks was bringing exactly what I would want to receive. And so that's something that I try to carry into my team a lot here. And I think I definitely see it for sure.
But there's a lot of other stuff like managing vendors and, you know, coordinating that and collaborating. And you do kind of have about 3 jobs, maybe 4 jobs, you know, so the whole social media and the marketing outreach, that's all one thing. The managing the boba shop and managing the employees and the schedule, that's a whole nother thing.
Definitely.
And then kind of this whole thing kind of collaborating with marketing and developing marketing materials and working with 2 things, because we constantly are innovating and creating new products and new packaging and new labels and that kind of thing. So you're very much a part of that creation process. So you have to collaborate with Noe, who's doing the procurement and the manufacturing, and you have to collaborate with Hannah, who's doing the labeling and developing, you know, the labels and making sure they fit the packaging that Noe bought. And then you have to deal with Jane, who's making the product and giving feedback on whether the packaging is working and what the feedback she's getting from customers and how that should be incorporated in the marketing material. I mean, there's all of that. And then on top of that, a whole nother piece of it that I think is so, that you take on is managing me and our schedule. So you're kind of like, Noe does a lot of the applications for the fairs and the fests and things that we do, but you're very much a part of our scheduling everything, including the boys market schedules and stuff, because you're managing all social media. So you have the scheduling, making sure that we're registered, making sure that we're paid, that everybody's scheduled, that the boba shop's covered, and if Stacy's out doing this or Noe's out doing that, that everybody's got a shift cut. I mean, that is a whole nother full time. In big companies, these are like it's like $250,000 of like labor that you're doing. So do you like that, or is it a little bit like kind of, wow, I do have to juggle and work in so many different siloed areas?
I do like it. There's a level of enjoyment I get from it, because it wouldn't happen otherwise. So I know that it matters, even if it's not always like directly seen by the consumer and
Right.
by typical person. Like I think even today, like the little things, like you'll send me a message like, don't let me forget about this.
Right.
And then 2 days later I'll walk in.
You're like, girl, I'm having a hard enough time manage my own schedule. I can't be your reminder.
Yeah, but we do that kind of stuff all the time. And I like it because and I think maybe that's because I've always been doing stuff like that anyway. But that's sort of how I ended up here in the first place. 'Cause I did a season of markets and I was managing all of my markets, and then I called you because one of my markets overlapped with one of yours, and I was like, wait, who's going?
Right.
And like, so right from the very beginning I've been doing that, and I'm glad that I still am.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause I know it matters.
it matters. It's super helpful. And it's just crazy. I think you were homeschooled, right?
Yes.
Well, do you think that has a big part to do with like your maturity level, your problem solving ability? What do you think about that? Every homeschool kid I've ever met in my life has been like so brilliant.
Yeah, I think it does. The unique thing about homeschooling is it's kind of customizable. Like you're not doing less or more than you would do at public school, but you get to like cater it to finding the things that you enjoy and kind of excelling in certain areas.
Okay.
So I meet some homeschool kids that are like super good at one subject or another, but they're always like very analytical people. And I think that definitely like had an effect on that.
Yeah.
But
you just turned 21.
Yes. Yeah. I am like
when I first met
baby.
you, I thought you were like 27.
I get that number all the time. Even now, like people look at me like my neighbors are like, you're doing what now? I'm like, I mean, I'm working here and then I work another job on the weekends and like I'm doing so much all the time. It's like nonstop. But then I get so much enjoyment out of that. I think that being homeschooled definitely has a big part in that.
Yeah.
It's always kind of been like a scheduling thing, but like flexibility thing as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it might have been like for me, science one day was like we'd always get it done, but maybe one day we just decided to go to a museum instead.
Yeah.
Or like it's like finding new ways to do things creates that like creativity, and I think that goes into that like flexibility aspect.
I wonder if I'd be curious to know if there's a higher percentage of entrepreneurs that come out of homeschooled situations or not. Because I find those very entrepreneurial kind of skill sets.
Yeah.
And that, and then a kind of a thirst for that freedom too, that flexibility, that seems very entrepreneurial to me.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. That's a really interesting thing to think about, especially like as myself, is that's definitely something I've always had a push towards. Like I grew up in scouting, like there was always some sort of like outgoing, like finding new ways to do things, and then that carried on. Like even when I did go to public school for a couple of years, there was like I wasn't doing your standard activities. I was doing like I was in like bass fishing and
Oh,
like
jeez.
I was
So
like
cool.
I was the kid that was like competitively fishing but also on student council. It was like all these different
You
things.
weirdo. That's awesome. I love it.
My friends now call them my dad hobbies.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. I know there are fishing things in school right now. That
Yeah.
I would have been hog heaven for me as a hillbilly to have fish in high school. That's
Oh, it was-
crazy.
But then I was like the only gal on the team too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And it was like sat in this room full of like teenage boys making fishing lures, like
Right.
all these like hands-on crafty things going on. And,
Right.
And
That's so
so,
fun.
like, and that led into so much more.
Yeah.
So like when I was like 16, I served a term on the board of directors of Girl Scouts in Northern Illinois,
Okay.
which is
Cool.
like insane
Yeah.
to me.
Wow.
And like all sorts of stuff that I did like that was like just getting out in the world. I already have like business course credits from my freshman year of high school that I should have taken me 4 or 5 years to get. And I
Right.
just
Right. Huh.
because
Well, I think a part of being what I see in you, and really, I would say this every single person that works at Hemp Farms
Mhm.
is what I feel that's entrepreneurial is delayed gratification. What you put in is what you get out,
Mhm.
and this sense of risk taking. You know, I kind of compare it's a terrible critique of public school because I went to public school. I'm happy to have that public school education and I survived and I did okay. But and I was a complete degenerate in high school, so I'm lucky I made it out. But I feel like I would compare public school to like union
Yeah.
and homeschool to like non-union, you know,
Okay.
like that entrepreneurial
Right.
kind of freedom kind of thing. And it's this idea of like some people can't handle the idea of delaying gratification and then having that investment be at risk. You know, that's what delayed gratification is. Delayed
Yeah.
gratification is like, I'm going to do this thing now because I'm going to be really gratified later on. I'm going to be really satisfied. Some amazing outcome's going to happen. And it might just be like, I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to be more experienced. I'm going to have more
Yeah.
connections. Or it could be a payoff. It could be, you know, money, whatever. But it's having the willingness to put that at risk in order to get this greater thing later. And I feel like everybody that's at Hempstock Farms has done that
Absolutely.
with us and has also seen the positive, has received some of the delayed gratification. It may not all be delivered quite yet, but I mean, some good things, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're absolutely right. Like there is so much to that and it happens constantly too. Like it's like that's something that I like about being part of a small company is it is this constant ongoing like development.
Yeah.
Like we are always making new formulations or I'll schedule the whole week out and then wake up and then it'll be like I need it to be different.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's like, but we'll have to, because we'll have this big brilliant idea that we just decide to take a risk with.
Right.
And that's where that like teamwork and flexibility comes into that.
Yeah.
It's like we all kind of want that later payoff for each other at
Right.
the same time.
Right. So what about the boba shop has been like, what's been the most fun thing for you? Maybe even related to customers. Has that been something?
I
Or
mean,
like that was different? Like what's different from when you were like doing markets and stuff?
Right.
Like how is the boba shop? don't know.
Yeah, well I did the
Curious.
markets because I love the connection with people.
Okay.
And I still get that a lot from the boba shop.
Okay.
But with the boba shop, I like that it's like a hands-on experience. And I know like I'm able to like show people everything that's going on, explain to them the things that are like where things are coming from. And being kind of behind the line too.
Mm.
I get to learn a lot about like where we're sourcing ingredients and all this extra stuff that,
Oh, right.
that goes like it's way different than just selling a
Yes,
product.
right.
So it's like even if like I'm not doing the packaging or the cooking, like
Right.
I get that like insight and I get to like share that also.
Yeah.
And I think that totally brings people back as well.
Mm.
Is like we have sometimes like human error
Mm.
and people just understand that
Yeah.
because we're there to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
The stories that I hear from people are like I would sit and I'm terrible. I'm the kind of person that I will stand there and talk to you for 2 hours.
I know.
Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you just need to talk.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's so fun. I've come, at first I tried to like delegate everything to you guys, but then now I've come back to working every Saturday
yeah,
and I love it. I really missed it, having that interaction with the customers.
and
all
I've
the
seen
time.
that too. Like because I'll pop in and I'll see how you're doing on Saturdays,
Yeah.
and I feel like
You're always checking in on me. That's the thing. Saturday's your day off.
can't
and I
stay
always see you
out.
every single time. She's got to check in on me. I'm like one of her employees. She runs the boba shop. I work for her.
I just you just
Yeah.
gotta poke in and make sure the place hasn't completely burnt to the ground.
Right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you
I
for
mean-
trusting me.
I would hope, but I would hope you would call me would be the thing.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
like,
I'm getting better. I'm getting better at cleaning up after myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I see it too. Like that's something even now that is different. Is I think with you coming back into the boba shop, there's more like you've seen the work that we put into
Oh,
maintaining
right.
it,
Yeah.
and there's more of this like mutual like we're all here together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
And
Yeah,
I
I
see that.
definitely will take all the prep and the cleaning and all of that less for granted when you get a chance to participate in it every once in a while or to at least see the impact of it.
Yeah.
And, and y'all are miracle workers. I mean, yesterday I mentioned something to Noe, like, yeah, we should get all these lemonade cans, get them all cleaned up, move them over there. And I walk in today, it was completely done already. And that was a huge job. That was like a 4-hour
was
job.
like,
I think Avery
was
banged it out like in an hour and a half.
all night. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, yeah, you guys are amazing. Everybody's it's so fun working together
Yeah.
with everybody and you're
It's
doing
nice
such a
too
great job.
because I love the team we have because we wouldn't do it without each other.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot that goes on, and even like sometimes I pick up things that Noe misses,
Mm.
like things on the website. Like
Oh right.
Noe handles most of the website stuff.
Yeah.
but sometimes like we're all busy.
Right.
Sometimes it's just like I'll go in, I'll do the thing where I like, hey, is that done yet? And if it's not, I'll just finish it.
Well, that's what's amazing is he had no idea how to use the software. He taught himself how to use it.
Yeah.
And he's kind of the website guy. But then you started creeping in there and doing that. Like Noe didn't have time to do something, or you saw a message from me because Noe doesn't work Thursday, Friday because
No,
he has
I mean
markets.
I'm in
You're in every
Tuesday through
day.
Friday,
Right. So, you
so-
see my message or something that I sent to Noe and I sent to the whole team or whatever. And then
Right.
you're like, oh, I think I can figure that out. So you jumped, so you're teaching
if I could
yourself.
do it in under 5 minutes, I will just go in and do it.
So that's been crazy helpful for you.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother job is the website stuff
Yeah.
and learning how to update it and stuff. We don't have because of our restrictions with banking and all that kind of stuff, we don't have the simplest setups with a lot of the technology that we use.
Mhm.
And so kind of learning how to manage, even learning how to log in to find orders. Jane hates technology and she's learned how to go in and like check orders and pack orders
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, I think it's crazy what we accomplished together. It is amazing.
That is something that sticks out is the amount of initiative every member of our team has. Like at the farm and here. There will be times when like I feel bad asking other people to do work, and then they'll be like, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then just do it because they don't like we work together so much, like we don't mind taking things from each other. There's never something that's like, oh, it's that person's job to do that. It's
Exactly. And every single one of us has scooped the poop on the farm.
oh boy.
I mean, 4 horses, 3 dogs. There's a lot of compost. We generate a lot of compost. And we've all put our elbow grease towards that for sure.
And that's what I love. And I kind of enjoy doing that too. Like it's not trying to take work away from other people in any sort of way. But sometimes you'll be like, can you send Avery to the farm? And I'll be sitting on the farm like, no.
I'm here right now.
I'm like, I'm gonna go do that. It's gonna take 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Is there anything that you've worked on lately that you're really proud of?
Yeah. I think right now the project I'm working on, I am so excited for it to be done because I think it is going to pay off.
Okay.
And I think it is going to be like it's something that I'm going to be proud of for a while.
Okay.
Because we're working on a collaborative project right now, and it's like basically this year-long.
We can give her a plug.
Program. Can we?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. We're working with Alex from Hometown Hug, and it's this wonderful program. They deliver like little welcome baskets to new homeowners in the area.
Okay.
And we're working with them to put together like welcome bundles.
Okay.
And it's a year-long program. These bundles will be delivered to like dozens of people every month for the next 12 months, but it is a big project.
Putting all these bundles together and what all are we putting in them? Okay. Remind me.
So we're putting like a little keychain, designing 2 exclusive like little coupons to go in there.
Okay.
Plus we've also the designers over at Hometown Hug are designing a coupon for social medias and stuff.
Okay.
And then there's also going to be like some little stickers and extra goodies in each bundle.
Cool.
So that's been a lot of back and forth putting them together, like, because it's counting, making sure like we have the inventory to do everything, working with Hannah, who's our graphic designer, and then going back.
Who will
and
be
forth.
Interviewing next week?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm so excited. You guys
for Hannah next week
are gonna have such a good time on that run. But that's something that I feel like will just like have such a big community impact, and that's what I'm excited to see happen.
And it's cool to work with Alex and Hometown Hug. Alex, shout out to you. Thank you so much.
So lovely.
You've been such a fan of us. We really appreciate you, and you cut us a really good deal to help us out with this and to try to save us in this year of the hempocalypse.
Oh yeah.
So thank you, Alex, and anybody that is trying to get more boots and to their store and trying to learn more about, trying to reach more customers, let people know that you're there. That's our problem. People don't even know we're here. Once they find out that we're here,
they come back.
They come back again and again.
And
and they tell friends and family and stuff. But it just takes a while for this to catch.
It does.
To catch, especially when you're not directly on the square.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
And I hear now too, it's not just us. Like even some of the businesses around us are moving locations and stuff just because they don't get the traffic of the business.
Right.
But we're sticking to it, and it's worked out pretty well. And that's just like one thing. I mean, you mentioned the hempocalypse. That's on it in itself. That is its own huge project that we're doing, because there's so much like marketing, planning, scheduling that goes into that. Because basically the hempocalypse is like our theme for everything right now.
Right.
it's just like it's gorgeous. I've had so much fun with the like design and concept
Yeah.
of it. But like we've got the t-shirt pre-order that just went live, putting together like the marketing emails, scheduling events.
Right.
Um,
And we're sponsors for Max Happy, which
Right.
is the 30th of
May
this
30th,
month.
yes.
So if you haven't gotten, if you haven't put that on your calendar, please do tell people. I mean, people come in from out of town about it.
They do. It's huge. I
Yeah.
mean, it is a very big event, and it all goes right back to a big, like, good cause.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Warp Core, they do such an amazing job. We're
Yeah.
such huge supporters of them. We will always support Warp Core, and we're major sponsors of this particular event. And shout out to Rob and the whole team over there. Thank you for including us
Yeah.
and allowing us to be a part of what you do to impact youth and drug prevention and all of that. It's just amazing. I'm so in love with Warp Core.
they
Yeah.
constantly do amazing things, like for
Amazing.
us and for the community itself.
It's unreal that
So-
we have that resource. I mean,
I
it's
love it.
just what a great.
And
I
I'd
just
be
love our town.
lying if I said that they haven't even helped me. Like, I think everybody that I've met, like, has been in their doors, seen them at events,
Mhm.
social media. Like, they do so much.
Warp Core product right here that you have on. So
They print all our
so
shirts.
I don't know. I got off track
You're
on
good.
the Warp Core thing, but the Hempocalypse, I think that shows you how much just these little things, like people get a piece of marketing and they think nothing of it, or they go to an event like Max Happy event and they see, there's a lot of activity and stuff, but you don't realize how much goes into like the theme and then the branding and
Yeah.
then now you got all this social media and you've got posters to make and t-shirts to order and calendar items and you got to post it everywhere. I mean, it's just a lot.
There is
Yeah.
so much to it. And I'm probably just a crazy person for enjoying it. But because when you like conceptualize it like that, there's a lot going on all the
Yeah,
time.
There's a lot going on. for
And I'll
sure.
have days I come in here and I'm like, I don't know, like, what have I done this week? And everybody's like, what do you mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you feel like you haven't done
because I'm
enough,
like, oh,
but at the same time, you've like accomplished.
but
You
that's
know,
what
it's like
happens
so much.
when you're behind the scenes most of the time is you put all the prep work into something and then release it out into the world.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I see with these marketing things a lot of the time is half the time I schedule an entire event and then I can't actually make the event. And then there's the follow-up that's like,
Yeah.
how did that go? Like, what do we need to do different next time?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
like, it's a constant, like, we live, we learn together
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yep. What are you working on that you're super excited about that's coming up besides the, that one?
Gosh, yeah. Well,
Anything else or?
the Hempocalypse is kind of the big project
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
But
Order your t-shirts. There's
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna preview those next week when Hannah comes on. We're gonna show some of
Yes.
Hannah's art.
but
But
anybody that does follow us,
yeah,
the pre-order is already live on the website,
Yeah.
and we have it set $28 till June 1st.
yeah. So that's
Free
crazy cheap.
shipping, right?
Yeah.
That's
Free shipping too, and these
Mhm.
are hemp shirts.
yeah. This is
the
like literally
blend,
the most
cotton hemp
comfortable.
blend, they're
Like,
super comfortable.
you can sleep in them, wear them, like
Yeah. So that's a big teaser. You gotta go to the website and look at the design. It's super
it's
cool.
pretty great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love it.
And I think what I want to do too, and I haven't, this is like insider, like special knowledge here.
Mhm.
I'm thinking I want to throw one of Hannah's posters in with every t-shirt order from
Okay.
the Harvest Fest.
Ooh.
Because we have some of those really nice on the canvas, that roll up.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think we have a bunch of those left over.
Huh.
And it'd be cool to like toss that in as a little promo. I'll look into
I
it.
love
I'll see
that.
how many of those we have, and
Okay.
maybe like while supplies last. You
Yeah,
also
definitely.
get. It looks like I can't show. I should pull this up.
Yeah.
It looks like this. This was one that was signed.
This was the band we had at Harvest Fest.
Yeah, this is the
past
band that's
year.
signed. So that's the
Awesome. Yeah, I love it
poster
so
that
much.
Hannah designed.
It'll show up there.
Yeah, you can take a look at it. I'm waiting for the delayed camera so I can see where I'm holding it. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. We have these about a little bit smaller than this on canvas, which is kind of cool.
The canvas is really nice.
Yeah.
Too. It's like high quality,
Yeah.
like you could stitch it onto
Right,
things and
right.
it would
And if
hold
you
up
want to
and-
bring it by, Hannah would probably sign it
I
for you.
bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot wait for next week for you guys to
Yeah.
have that because I don't
But
want to.
back to Leon.
I know I don't want to spoil
Back to
too much
Leon.
about Hannah.
Yeah, we don't anybody that's watching this, or is anybody watching this live?
I
We don't
don't
know,
know.
but we haven't been following it. Please call in. If you guys want to call in, you just go to this link that's listed up. It says join the live Q&A. Join that link and you can hop on. We'd love to bring you on camera if you have questions for Leon. Do you have, I don't want to like get into your personal business, but you got some fun things coming up. Do you want to share any of
do.
that?
Oh well,
And I'm excited for you
I know
about this because I am very international. That has been my thing from the get-go. I went to China when I was 18 years old and fell in love with it. And that kicked off this lifelong love of all things international.
Yeah.
So, and you can see that at Hempstock Farms. If you don't, you haven't been looking.
yeah.
And so I'm excited for you to go have this experience. And I'm curious what you'll then bring
I know,
back.
me too. It's interesting to me.
So what are you doing?
Yeah.
Tell
So
people first.
I am taking an international trip. I'm heading to Amsterdam, and then So I'll actually be.
Oh, I think I have my
I
have
love
my
it.
shirt on. This is in honor of you. The Amsterdam
Amsterdam.
Cannabis
Oh.
Museum. You gotta go to the Cannabis Museum.
Oh my gosh, it's in
Yeah.
where it's at. Yeah, but
So,
but,
and buy this like t-shirt that costs like $65.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
So
So Amsterdam, and
I-
then
Amsterdam's the majority of the trip.
okay.
I will spend a couple of hours in Iceland, which I'm
Oh,
oddly
cool.
excited about. Like, I'm not gonna get to explore too much, but just even being there is
Yeah,
like, a
that's
step
cool.
forward. And
Check.
then right. And then I will end my trip over in London.
Hmm.
I've got a couple friends out there also
Okay.
that I'm gonna get to visit, and we're also going to like a big convention and everything.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I put this one.
Did we lose somebody? Did we lose it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
We're still rolling, but
Okay.
I don't know if we're plugged in like power cord.
Oh, we're not plugged in. Are we
Okay.
losing power?
Yeah, we're gonna need it
Oh,
here.
okay.
I didn't know which cable was
I know
at.
exactly where it is. I will bring it over.
Cool.
I thought we could make it the whole show without it.
We're close. You know?
Yeah.
We're almost
Yeah.
at the 45.
So if anybody wants to call in, please call in. We would love to have you join us online. And anybody that sees us after the fact, again, we're here every Thursday, so you can always join us live in person. Oh, there's now I'm seeing the delay, my big butt right in the camera, right in the view
Oh, you're so fine.
there.
But yeah, and
Oh, did
you bumped it.
I bump it? Now you're not in camera anymore.
No,
Let me see.
it'll fit.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
But
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, it's huge, this trip. I'm pretty nervous, but
Is this your first trip outside of the country?
it is. Yep.
Not even Canada or Mexico or
Nope.
anything. So you had to get a passport. And
Got my
all that.
passport, like brand new one. And
Did
like,
you have to
the
get a
whole-
visa?
I
or
did
no?
not. There is like an add-on. It was like another $65 to your passport, and it's like a stamp.
Okay.
But it's not quite a visa. It's like a European travel pass or whatever
Huh.
it is. It's
Okay.
kind of a
It lets you go from
visa
country to
adjacent, right.
country kind of thing.
And that's just because I'm going into Europe specifically. So depending on where you go, you still need the visa. I think for like Japan and those areas, you do need one. But
So are you the kind of person, like, have you researched everything and you have it all planned
Absolutely.
out, like
I, like-
exactly what you're going to do every second of every day?
not the whole trip, because a lot of it is the people I'm visiting have those plans.
Okay.
So like when I go to Amsterdam, we're going to this like big theme park one day because they were like, you can't come out here and not go. And I was like, okay.
Okay, cool.
Right. But for the most part, like we're also going to a convention, so that'll take up a couple of days, and
Alright.
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Like I keep looking up, like there's so much to do. I feel like, I mean, I could spend ages out there, and I have like a week and a half.
Right,
So,
right.
Well,
Well, you're staying with people, so
I am.
one of the cool things will just be riding the bike around.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like just
transport
as
is
transportation.
completely
you know?
different.
Yeah.
And that's something that was kind of funky to figure out. I was like joking with my friends that they're gonna have to basically babysit me. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going.
No, it's
Um,
fun. I loved and then the other thing that was super cool is to visit the smoke shops.
Yeah.
Like the smoking lounges.
That is one of my big like checklist items too, because out there their age is 18.
Okay.
And so like obviously like here it's 21, and this is all like new things that I'm
Yeah.
discovering, and then I'm gonna go there and they're gonna be like,
So they have a
This is,
lot
like,
of American
older.
weed there.
yeah.
They import a lot of American weed. So you're gonna see a lot of that. But what's interesting, and I want to hear your like reflection on, I want to
Right.
when you come back. You can't smoke on the street, cannabis, and you can't smoke in your apartment, but then they have these lounges.
Right.
So they at least give you, and they're like everywhere. So they at least give you a place to go. Like if you live in the city versus here in Chicago or
Right,
any
you
other
walk
city,
around
you can't smoke on
and-
the you can't smoke on the street. You can't smoke in your car. You know, you can't smoke in your apartment. I mean, where are
Right.
you supposed to smoke? There's no lounges to
and that's
smoke in.
something that I'm really interested to explore too,
Mm.
because like my friends aren't really big smokers.
Okay.
And then you have me, and I'm
How are
sitting
they on
around and I'm like,
psychedelics?
I had no clue, honestly. Like,
Okay, because they have
'cause that's
tons of psychedelics.
really.
Yes, I had the worst trip in my life.
Oh, no.
I stopped, and what was it? It was it's not mushrooms, it's something else. What's that called? No, it is a type of mushroom.
Yeah.
Truffles or something. I don't
Okay.
know. Anyways, these things are like they're psychedelic mushrooms.
That's
And so I went in, and they have it all out there. They also have reishi and lion's mane and all that
Right.
kind of stuff too. But they have like all the actual psychedelic mushrooms that you eat the mushroom, not a gummy
Wow.
or anything like that.
just like available
it's
too.
yeah, it's like
That's
right on
something
the
that's-
corner shop, and like
Huh.
there's kind of like there was a lot of restrictions on, like it wasn't as nice of a shop as like ours,
Right.
like with all these options and stuff, but they had shops that were just like focused on mushrooms, and then I
Huh.
think some of them might have like CBD oil or something like that.
Yeah.
But their mushrooms were super, like they were super detailed about it, and they have some kind of rating related to the psychoactive nature of the different mushrooms.
That is so interesting.
And then
Yeah.
they have a little like bud tender, mushroom, I don't know, mycelium tender, I don't know what you want to call it, a little
Right.
fun guy, yeah, a fun guy that tells you what to do. And this fun guy was like, yeah, it was like 3 little pieces of mushrooms. You buy it by the ounce or
Right. Right.
gram or something. I forget which one. And he's like, yeah, normal dose is like that. So I took half of that normal dose, and then I didn't even tell Rhonda we were on vacation together.
Mhm.
And then we went out to this super fancy. It was beautiful. It was like the most beautiful restaurant. It was so romantic, and I was like, I need to leave right now.
Oh,
Right now,
no.
I need to leave. And it was just, I don't even remember. We walked around for hours. It was crazy. So please be careful
Yeah,
of the mushrooms in Amsterdam.
yeah. That makes me kind of
But it
glad
could
that
be
we have a
super
little
fun.
bit of a structure because I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's a good idea to just release me.
But it could be super fun. And I'm really lucky I have such a great partner because she really had to babysit me.
Oh,
I have
I
never
bet.
been like so high in my life.
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy and it lasted for hours. So just be careful
Yeah,
and
that
do
is-
1/10 of what's
oh
recommended
boy.
as the
Yeah,
dose. Yeah, that was kind of dumb of me. I should
that's okay.
have
We
thought
all
through
do it
that a
at
little
least
bit more.
once.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
some pretty crazy, like, oops
Oops.
moments.
Yeah. But that should
um,
be fun. That's going to be so fun. And I can't wait till you come back because I feel like, you know, once you taste things and get a little bit of culture.
it's like it's exciting and there's like a little bit of like nerves that I've got going because it's like 2 weeks ago. Like it's 2 weeks from now and
Yeah.
I've been planning this trip for like 10 months. So the
Right.
fact that it's like
Almost here.
I'm gonna blink and I'm gonna be getting on a plane.
Yeah. Are you going to do any social media wherever you're there? Are you gonna
I-
kind of try to totally unplug?
I
Are you
might,
thinking of live streaming or anything like that?
Well, the convention we're going to, everybody in that building, it has some sort of like media influence, things like that.
Oh,
So
cool.
I feel like I probably will post stuff, even
Okay.
though I don't normally do that.
Okay.
Just because like I'm gonna be meeting people all the time, interacting with things, and then we're like when the convention's done, we're gonna go out and like explore Amsterdam and do all this different stuff. And I'm like,
Cool.
there's no way I can't just not take pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
because I don't know, like this has been a huge leap for me. Like
Right.
it hasn't been an
Right.
easy trip to plan. It's been like almost called off like multiple times, and I'm still somehow going, which is amazing to me. But like,
I think it's so cool. And I think you'll come back with at least 10 new product ideas. And then my
I'm gonna be
my
like,
one other tip to you is like while you're over there, seriously think about when you're
if
taking
I
photos.
randomly add you on WhatsApp one day,
Right. Oh, no.
no.
But as you're taking photos of yourself or things that you're doing or really cool places, keep in mind marketing photos
Yeah.
because that's the like you even for this podcast, you grabbed a photo of me in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I don't know. I just be aware of that because those photos are such gold.
Well, because
And
before
they're so
we were,
authentic and look so cool.
they are, and that's what that was looking for was like, I feel like if you've been out, like once you start taking those kind of trips, like leaving the country a little bit, exploring, like you just like you open a whole new world to like
Mm.
stories and like experiences, and that's kind of where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm gonna take home from this, like.
right. That's so cool.
But then I'm sure like that I'm not coming back with nothing. Like I'm almost worried that I'm gonna enjoy it too much.
all right.
That I'm gonna come back. and
I know.
gonna be
I'm
like,
scared. I'm scared I'm going to lose you. I keep mentioning you. You better come back. You better
I
not stay
know,
over
I'm
there.
gonna get out of there.
know.
I'm gonna be like,
You're like, I'm just going to stay.
I'm like, this is
Ship
great.
me, put all my stuff in a box and ship it to me. Here's my P.O. box number.
Right.
No, please come back. Please come back. Don't leave us. Don't leave
I have this little like bit of like, I'm either gonna like get homesick by the end of it,
Mm.
or I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna be like, oh, but why can't I go back?
Yeah. Well, here's my shout out to our life, our long customers who really support us. You are working the next couple of weeks. We have a tip jar here. if you want to give Leon some little extra tip money, if you can afford an extra dollar or two here and there, it sure would be a welcome, nice little pocket of money before you go.
Yeah.
So I highly encourage you guys to do a little extra tipping in the next couple weeks, or come by and see Leon and wish them well on their trip. And if you have any advice for him going over there, you can share that, and just come by and see you in the shop.
I mean, it's gonna be, I think, so odd too, because I'm here so often.
Yeah. Remind everybody typically you're behind the counter, what hours?
Yeah. Well,
of
I
the week?
am usually here Tuesday through Friday, noon to 8. That's primarily most of our hours.
Yeah.
So I'm just not here on Saturdays anymore. And so if the shop is open, I'm probably
You're
in
here.
the building.
Yeah. And tomorrow we have a super fun event
I
coming up.
am excited.
So we're bringing
Yeah.
Prince Rusty, our little mini pony, over.
Is it 4 o'clock?
I'm gonna do 4. We had
Okay.
originally posted noon to 8, but I think it's a little
I
too
think
long
it's
for the
corrected
mini.
to,
Yeah, so 4 to 8.
4 to
Yeah.
8, and he'll be here.
Yeah, so he'll be for the kids. The Boba kids can take
Yeah.
pictures with them, and then also the young professionals, the Woodstock Young Professionals thing.
Right.
we're
that's
like on
happening
their
tomorrow,
trail.
And,
Yeah.
And then we've got
And we have drum circle tomorrow.
Right.
So oh my
Gosh.
gosh,
Like such a
This-
busy Friday.
exactly,
This was
these-
the worst email
I
to
know.
delete it.
yes, yeah, we didn't mention that earlier.
Yeah.
We just spent half the day working on this
I
email, and then
Probably put
something
almost 4
disappeared.
hours into
Oh my
it,
gosh.
and our Wi-Fi went like out, and
Yeah.
the whole thing was gone.
Yeah.
But that's where all these events
It was
are.
probably my fault because I posted a nasty personal post about
Oh,
Xfinity Wi-Fi today, and I think they sabotaged us.
you know
But
what?
I'm a
No.
conspiracy theorist when it comes to big business.
Well, I mean, you
Corporate
should be
business.
though, because like look where that's
I'm a
put
little-
us right now.
I've got a little PTSD from big corporate business right now.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's the thing, is you asked earlier about like what I'm working on now and things I'm proud of, but like I feel like we're constantly doing these very big, ambitious things. And like, so usually I come proud out of them, even if they don't work.
Right.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
always,
We
like,
tried
we
it.
tried,
Yeah,
we did it.
tried
Like
it.
we applied
did
for
it.
this grant. We've talked
Yeah.
about 1,000,000 times already, but like
Grant, yeah.
that was a huge
That
project.
was a huge project.
and
It was a
we
huge
did it.
thing. We did it.
Even if we didn't get the grant, we
Yep.
still did it.
Yep.
And
yep.
like all the stuff, like I'm hoping to get our commercial kitchen going
Yeah.
soon. And that's
You got a
big
brand new.
project.
You rolled out a brand new menu.
New menu, right? And then
New ingredients. You guys have been adding new ingredients.
yeah, things
I love
like-
the new jelly bobas. Those
Yeah.
are the
they're
mangoes.
delicious.
And we're gonna add homemade yogurt soon. And the
Mhm.
homemade yogurt with those mango jellies,
Yeah.
and then the mango and then
And
my
I can't
mom's
get
mango
enough
jelly.
of
Oh
the
my
jam.
god, it's so good. It's so
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like it's been like that from the very beginning. Like it's never we've even in the winter when we didn't have customers, there's never been a slow
good.
time.
Right.
Like
Right.
right when I came in, I redid the whole inventory
Mm.
system, and I look at that every day still, like because
Oh, you've completely redesigned the counters, the way the counters are faced, our
We've moved
lounge,
furniture,
we've done
we've
everything.
painted
Yeah,
walls, we've
Right.
like,
everything.
and it's always things that like it takes a fresh set of eyes.
Mhm.
So like you and Alexa worked on it for ages,
Right.
and it was fine when I came in, but then we were like, we could do even better.
Even better.
And
Yeah, that's like
we're
everything's been even
constantly
better.
stepping things up, and I love that.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
And even like Alexa will come in and sometimes, or like we'll be messaging back and forth, and there's not like, oh, like you could have done this better or anything like that. It's like we're growing from each other and building
Yeah.
this constantly, and I love that so much.
That's cool.
So it's all one big project.
Yeah,
There's always something happening.
that's cool. Well, I don't know. We're at our time, I think, right?
I think so, yeah. I think that's just
So,
about perfect. Too,
Any
and
final thoughts that you want to share, or
I don't think so.
anybody that sees
Next
this, you
week-
want them to know?
Just next week, like I can't wait to. I'm so glad I get to produce you and Hannah before I take off,
Cool. Yeah.
and then you'll have one podcast without me while I'm
Right.
gone.
I think
so.
I'll barely survive. I'll barely survive.
You
There
got
will be a
this.
lot of technical difficulties that week.
That's
but
okay.
we'll make it okay. Yeah.
So
I
think
guess that's it. I have no updates on the hemp front. Everything's the status quo.
Right,
So,
you had a call earlier
yeah,
today.
a call earlier today. There is Andy. There's a Representative Barr, but he's basically running for senator.
Right.
And so I think he's using this hempocalypse as a way to raise money for his Senate campaign. I don't know. That
Gotcha.
could be very cynical on my part. Sorry about that, but
Well-
I don't see real change or anything happening yet. But we will follow it. We're very involved in all of that, and we'll keep our customers
Definitely,
posted.
yeah. And
So,
like I said, probably coming up here there'll be a pretty big like updates email everyone
Mm-hmm.
will receive. Have like even in the time that we've been here, we've gained customers.
Yeah.
Like that's something I see all the time.
right.
Is there's those numbers go up, and
Yeah.
that's where like we just won't quit.
Yeah.
We're just keeping at it.
And we have so much. I mean, there's so
do.
much. I'm so excited about. We've got the hemp field planted. We've got turmeric planted. The garlic, the horseradish is coming along.
Yeah.
We got a whole garden put in. I mean, it's just we're Jane's working on these microgreens. We've got thousands of cut flowers going
Yeah.
in this year. And I just ordered a bunch of mushrooms. We're gonna do 3 outdoor mushrooms. I think we're gonna do it in silo.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're
There's so
constantly
much.
doing new stuff,
Mhm.
and it's so fun. We're having so much fun. So come join us on Hempstock Farms
Yeah.
and tell your friends and family and come see us. What if you're new to us and you don't know what we're all about? We are very eclectic. That's all I got to say. And you're just gonna have to come in and see us and
Yeah.
see what we all are about. I think we're everything from your local dispensary to your local apothecary to your local little mom and pop restaurant.
Yeah.
We're
I
all
mean,
of that and family
they're-
friendly, everything. So come see us.
And this is something about hemp stock that you kind of just said is we're always there and we're a little bit of everything. We had somebody in the shop earlier today and was like, "Are you guys hiring? Because I've always just wanted an opportunity to learn and to see it done and stuff." And we talked all about just like volunteer opportunities.
That's how everybody started.
Like-
scoop and poop.
But like how we do the harvest and
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there
that's
was
true,
photos
the
all
harvest.
over the Facebook about putting the seedlings in the
Yeah.
ground and driving the tractor and these things you don't think about when you walk into a cafe and you're not like, oh, these
Right.
guys spent their weekend knee deep and
Horse
who
poop.
knows.
compost spreader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's something that I think is really unique. That's why you need more of that like small farm.
Right. Support us. Please support us.
Yes.
Please support us.
It's
Yeah.
just shop local,
Yeah.
stay local.
Shop local, stay local. We certainly try our best to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And takes a village,
It
you
does.
know, all of
It
that.
does.
So thank you, Leon. Thanks for joining me today. It's been super fun talking with
Yeah.
Leon, learning more about your job and what sharing with other people what you do here, because not everybody sees all the work, that
If
goes
there's
into
not
that
a name
boba
to
that they
it,
come
I
in and
probably did it.
get. Yeah, right.
Because that's my worst thing is I'm bad at signing off on my work.
Mm,
So
Mm.
even now, like I'm responding to emails.
right.
I get emails all the time. Hey Stacy, how's it going? I'm like, great.
Great.
You're doing
Right. Right. That's true. That's
So,
true.
like it's the little things. So
Yeah.
it takes a village. And
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here helping
Well,
with
I'm
it.
glad you're here. I can't believe it. And it's been so great. And hopefully this shop will just keep growing and it's so cool. We were saying earlier today, this is the last thing I'll say, and we'll wrap
Oh, we
this
can
up.
keep going.
But we were talking earlier today about how our customers like that when they come into either the farm shop or the boba shop, it feels like they're talking to the owner. Because they are really in a real sense, you know, Noe's an owner, Jane's an owner, you're an owner, Avery's not, like we're all, like, you know, take real ownership here and just that kind of small town feel. Everybody's empowered, you know, to make decisions for customers' benefit. And that to me is that's why it feels like it's an owner, because there's no like, oh, let me call the boss, or I got to check the manual, you know, like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, it might be against our policy, you know, it's like, there's no policy. The policy is like, you do what you think is right and what's fair for the customer. And that's what gives it that shop owner feel.
We do a lot of communication, and there's never like, oh, well, like that's coming out of your paycheck, or you just lost me so much money, or it's always like, hey, I did this, and sometimes we make mistakes too.
Absolutely.
And even then, like, we just work together with that. And so that's definitely like that transparency. I think our customers love.
They love it. Yeah. So, okay, well, we can keep going on and on, like I said. So that's the end. We're gonna be done. Thank you so much for joining us on Hemp and Healing Grassroots. See us next week when we'll be talking to our designer, Hannah, and be looking at her Hempocalypse designs and the other things that she's done with us, and just learn a little bit more about her, because she, like many of the other folks that are at Hempstock Farms, have a very rich and dynamic life outside of Hempstock Farms. And so we can learn more about, you know, what she's working on.
And there's a lot that I think there's a lot that you guys will cover.
Yeah.
That people will really enjoy next week. So,
so thanks. See you guys next week.
I just wanna rewind, bring me back to my prime. The Wi-Fi still felt so live, freestyling on beats outside. Whole squad with the sour spray vibes. No